Oh, yeah.
Ken old Mel? No, you might not put the blankets out after dry.
Well, it was a old mill, a wee bit out of the village. It employed a lot of people. They went up, they walked up every day, early in the morning, and they made blankets. They hung them out on fences to dry. They bought the wool, the farmer brought in his wool from his sheep to get his blankets made. And they hung them out there to dry. And they also made heavy tweed, which was made into kersey trousers for working on the land.
Did they shop in the village, mate?
They did a shop in the village where they could sell their stuff.
The name was Vars.
The name was Varsity, yes. And there was also a meal mill. The farmers brought in their oats to the miller, and he ground their meal for them because they lived on oatmeal and milk and stuff was grown in the land. And we used to go up and buy our oatmeal. The village people went up with a pillow slip and carried home their oatmeal from the meal mill.
It must have been a busy time during the markets.
It was a very busy place.
Aye.
There was a
Alfie Cooper made thrashing mills.
Oh, they made thrashing mills in Strichen.
Yes.
yes.
Aye. Far about was that, Dean?
Well,
Well,
was the street. Little mills, not the huge mills, but small farmers.
farmers.
Farmer bought these mills and they did his own thrashing sometimes. And then there was the new mill brewery for James Mickey. Made ale. He went round, the man went round the country selling his ale.
Aye, of course, there was a busy brewery at Strichen, wasn't there?
Well, there was, that was it.
Aye,
Up the
aye.
Brewery Road.
New
Aye,
mill.
aye.
The road's still called the Brewery Road.
And then, of course, the big house had been
Aye.
off of Bonnie Nut Days too, wouldn't it?
Lovely. The avenue was our favourite walk
Aye.
on a Sunday afternoon. And our school picnic went to Strichen House every year. And I didn't mind it being a bad day.
Aye.
We ran
We
risks.
walked up the avenue for the school.
The paper in front.
With paper, leading the way.
And the Mart days must have been busy,
Aye.
wouldn't it? I mean, a lot of folk in the village.
The Mart,
during
Monday was a
Mart.
busy day in the Mart, a lot of folk in the village, aye.
Aye.
The cattle used to cross the market stands.
Take the cattle and the pigs up to the station, so they went to the railway station at that time.
Goods train.
In the Fian markets, would that have been even busier?
Fian market twice a
Aye.
year, in May and November.
Mhm.
That was a great event, well, we put a day off for the school. That was beside the big school, you see, we couldn't study if the market was there with too much noise, so we got a holiday.
Oh,
We could,
how was your school teacher in that days?
well, in our day, Mr. Skinner was headmaster.
Aye.
He was a good headmaster, very strict, but a clever man.
His foot isn't a library.
And you could go to that school at 5 and go right on to 18 and go to university from Strichen higher grade public school.
Aye.
But Strichen school was reduced, you see, now it's just an elementary.
Primary.
Primary, no. Well,
But in the Mart house there, what had been in the Mart house for a start? Was it somebody in charge of the Mart at one time?
It was just property that belonged to the Mart.
Aye.
oh, Farker, one auctioneers, he lived there.
Did he do the selling of the cattle, I wonder?
Farker auctioneer,
Oh,
And through working in the shops, did you, in Strichen, far about did you work? Your father was a baker, was he?
well,
Well, father was a baker to trade. But then time come when he wanted to start on his own, you see, and then he the family able to help him, and he took a shop on High Street. It's 66 High Street. It's still a grocer's shop now. We sold everything, drapery and general merchant shop business. And he had a van. He went out to the country every day, and he took loaves for Simpson, a baker, he had never van, but poor father took his loaves and sold us bread in the country to him. And he brought in loads of eggs and butter and stuff for the farmers, you see.
We had to pack the eggs in 30 dozen cases. Some went to Glasgow and
And we had to chop up the boxes. We had to work hard too.
some to Dundee. And
Well, it's a story I could tell if it time. If we'd kent about this, you see.
It was Strichen more self-sufficient in our days.
Yes, there's a lot of shops. Twice as many, 3 times as many shops. A lot of little shops and the army they live in.
Of course, they'd serve not only the village, but the whole country community. I suppose it used Strichen as a been a market too, you can. Aye.
And when there's a storm, the roads were blocked, big storms. The farmers came in with a bag in their back to carry their stuff to the grocers. Brought in their eggs and stuff that they had to sell and took a load of groceries and stuff and bread. Because the van couldn't get out the road, you see.
Aye.
Was as many cars in the country in these days. They depended on the village for their getting bread and food stuff.
some of the farmers come in with a sledge, mate.
Oh, aye, yeah.
A sledge.
Have you any memories, Rosie Ann, in the old days, even working in shops? I mean, the price of stuff or anything at all?
Price of stuff? Yes, aye.
Oh, aye.
I think barley was 3 guineas a pound.
Cereals on barley, peas, and semolina and rice and stuff like that was never more than 2 a pound when I was in the shop. 2 pence, 2 old pennies per pound.
We do weigh up everything.
There was nothing in packets. You didn't buy stuff in packets and put it on the shelf. No. We put it into bags and weighed it up neatly and tied it up. And
Salt was a penny a pound. Common salt.
sugar was 4 pence a pound.
Everything had to be weighed. Father got the syrup in huge barrels. It was they were put up on a stand. We had to wash the syrup jars first and fill them with syrup, cover them up with string and tie them, cover them up with paper and tie them with string. This is for to go to the van.
I think, in looking back to your earlier days in Strichen, it's the things that you'd missed most or see it as vanished most and that you feel sad about, looking back.
Well, Strichen House being in ruins, it's a lovely place. We spent many happy hours in the vicinity of the big house.
Sunday.
Sunday afternoon and the pond. It was nice to look at. It was well kept. You see, it's just a shambles, that road now.
Aye.
There's rhododendrons and the grass was just lovely. And
Beautiful.
no, it was good. And up the courts road, the trees were just like this, you see, up the road. Well, it's bare compared to what it was once, you see. But I think we had the best days again.
So you think the community's lost a lot now, Ken? The community's lost a lot, aye.
There's a lot of folk of cars and they go down to Frisborough and do their shopping. There's a free bus comes around the country for fine fair, isn't it?
Oh, I think folk did their shop.
Folk down to Frisborough. Shops here can get a livelihood.
Aye. So that's a change as well. And for about the train, have you any memories with the railway and that?
Oh, the train was fine. You could do the Frisborough for afternoon. You could spend it at the beach or anyway. And then if you went to Aberdeen, the train, you could.
How long did you spend in the shops? How few hours did you put in a week in the shops?
It was open at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Went to eight again.
8 o'clock, and we closed at 9 o'clock on Saturdays. After that, with the hand machine to clean. Sometimes 10 o'clock they were finished. Father had to get out of the van packet for the next day before he would stop working.
He'd offer big rooms. He went to some other outlying districts. He came bad roads. The roads were tarmac in there. Some other rough roads, and he was often late and getting home.
Do you mind your wages in that earlier days now?
Wages.
We didn't get wages. We got our keep. We got
Well,
glaze.
plenty of glaze and that, and see. And we could get Aberdeen if we had a day off. But we didn't get 1 days off. We just closed.
We didn't get
We
holidays.
just closed 1 day a year, New Year's Day. The grocer next door was Gillen Patterson, Mr. Patterson. He came in one time and he said to her father, would you like to get clothes on Christmas Day at the holiday dolls? And father says, I'll need to go another holiday because I just have to make it up. I couldn't help my customers do. So we just got New Year's Day.